Now, the idea of the High Court reversing its ruling on abortion isn't generally very popular here in the Bay Area, but there are those who are supporting that decision, and some of them spoke to KPIX 5's John Ramos.
The Bay Area has long been a bastion of liberal thought, so the reaction to the Supreme Court possibly overturning Roe v. Wade is predictable. But there is another side to the argument from those who would welcome such a ruling. The battle lines are drawn, but those who would like to restrict abortion think it was a mistake for the court to ever declare it a constitutional right in the first place.
They just manufactured the supposed right to commit abortion violence. They said that was in the Constitution when it never was. So that is very, very encouraging that they might finally correct that error.
Mary Rose Short with California Right to Life thinks those who are outraged by the idea of states controlling abortion are actually arguing against democracy.
The irony is, if Roe is overturned, it returns to the people. It becomes part of the democratic process again. And so they're outraged that we would get to vote on it.
And Brian Johnson, chairman of the California Pro-Life Council, says Roe was never about women's rights. He says it was about doctors getting permission to perform abortions, and he played an audio clip from the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg acknowledging it.
Another feature of Roe is Roe really isn't about the woman's choice, is it? It's about the doctor's freedom to practice his profession as he thinks best. It wasn't woman-centered, it was physician-centered.
And radical feminists don't like that, among them Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But the fact is that it first violated historical guidelines for what doctors should and shouldn't do. It's actually an ethical decision regarding medicine.
Here in the Bay Area, Anna Kramer, chair of the San Mateo Republican Party, sums up the feelings of a lot of her members.
For a long time, I think there's just been too much freedom on abortion. I think that's a general consensus. It really isn't a matter of, oh, this is my body, my choice. There is life involved, and I think people have forgotten that.
Those who would like to see an end to Roe v. Wade think it may be on the horizon, but most are taking a wait-and-see attitude. They know that anything can happen with an issue this highly charged. In the East Bay, John Ramos, KPIX 5.